Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on, yes, yet another free Steam title that you can pick up right now. Again, it's absolutely free. There's a lot of freebies that have been given out, so we'll cover that. It's a $1.99 game, so it's not the biggest game in the world. Let's be honest here. Sometimes these Steam freebies aren't the best in the world, but you know what? I gotta get my views. I gotta keep the lights on. You know how this stuff works, and we'll go over some great game deals that, yes, you unfortunately do have to spend your hard-earned money on, but you've got some great game deals over at our friends at Green Man Gaming. They got a lot of stuff discounted. They're gonna be a big player later this year with a billion games coming out. Mafia the Old Country, Borderlands 4, Digimon is coming out, Time Stranger, and there's gonna be a lot of big games coming out. You might want to get some of those a little bit discounted, so we'll go through those at the end of this video. But right off the bat, over on Steam, you've got Caribbean Crashers available for free. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this for eons, finally to get this for free, and this is your opportunity. $1.99 typically, but you get to save that $1.99, and you get to do whatever you want with that $1.99. Go buy yourself some Twizzlers. Caribbean Crashers is a fast-paced pirate strategy game where you control your own ship and fire cannonballs at enemy vessels to secure victory. 34 user reviews, 97% positive. They noted a free promotion and a thank you. So thank you for all the support Caribbean Crashers has received. I'm making the game free to own on Steam for a limited time. Now's the perfect time to jump in and give it a try. I truly appreciate everyone who supported the game so far. Your feedback means a lot. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them below as I begin working on the next update. So hey, credit to them as far as that's concerned, offering the game for free. They want feedback, go and give the game an addition to your library, and you know what, if you have some time, maybe sink some time into it as well. $1.99 for that. And it's a totally free game, and if you do want to check it out, go ahead. I know some people are down on the freebies all the time, and at the end of the day, it's still a free game. Somebody worked on the game, giving it away for free, and go add it to your library. Why not? And if you have a couple minutes of free time, or you know, an hour or whatever, and you want to jump into it, Caribbean Crashers available for free. Add that to your library. Alright, now moving on to some great Steam game deals. I mentioned Digimon earlier. Time Stranger is coming out in October. However, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition is 91% off for $4.40. This deal is absolute insanity because you get not one but two games. You get Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Again, this deal is nuts. I love Digimon. Digimon is the IP that I always preferred growing up over Pokemon. Like, I liked Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but Digimon was more up my alley, and I really enjoyed these games as well. Stories were pretty good, and from a mechanic standpoint, the turn-based combat was pretty well done as well. Digimon Story Time Stranger is definitely taking the story series up to another level. You've got English voice acting, bigger worlds, more depth to it, and I'm very excited for it, but that's in October, and that's going to be $70, although GMG's got that cheaper as well. But yeah, to get two games for $4.40, if you're remotely a fan of Digimon, or you're remotely a fan of, you know, turn-based RPGs, this is one that I absolutely recommend at this price point. It is a no-brainer, one of the best deals that you're going to see all year, honestly, given the level of content and, you know, the hours of gameplay that you're getting here. You know, there is some reused content across the two games, but what do you expect? You know, you're getting both games here, $4.40. The deal is stellar. Definitely check that out. Speaking of, you know, game bundles, multiple games, .hack GU last Recode, $4.40 on this. This deal is absolutely awesome as well. .hack GU is one of those JRPG franchises that I grew up playing as well. So, you know, with Digimon and .hack, there's a little bit of a nostalgia bias to it, but I really enjoyed .hack. At this point, going back and playing it, yes, it'll be a little bit dated, some stiff animation. The voice acting isn't great all the time, but, you know, I thought Haseo was voice acted very well, voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, who's voiced a million characters at this point, and a large cast of characters. Some, you know, have more focus than others when you're talking about a cast with this much depth to it in terms of how many characters there are, but I really enjoyed the game. I thought the story was good. The soundtrack is awesome, and yeah, I really dug the game, especially with how big, like, isekais are getting these days. I guess, like, this is more of a virtual game, and it's a literal virtual game, although with how the story unfolds, it's interesting. Let's just put it that way. It's a great game. Enjoyed the combat. Definitely some redundant environments that you have to go through, and the dungeon crawling at all the times isn't the best, but overall you get 3 games here. A 4th smaller episode is included, and back in the day, your boy was spending like 40-50 bucks a pop on these games, and nowadays, you get all 3. 4th smaller episode, $4.40. What a great time to be alive as far as that's concerned. Granblue Fantasy Relink is $21.60. One of the more underrated games of 2024, although, you know, commercially it did seemingly do pretty well. I just feel like it came out pretty early on in the year. It came out right before Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I just feel like as far as JRPGs go, that game took a lot of attention. But I really enjoyed this game. Now, from a narrative standpoint, if you're not a Granblue guy, it's a little bit confusing just being dropped into the middle of this universe, but from a gameplay standpoint, I think is great. The characters have so much charm and style to them. Visuals are really good, and the gameplay is really what hooks people into this game. It's fast-paced, it's action-heavy, and it's a lot of fun to go through. I wish the post-launch support would have been a little bit better, but hopefully Granblue Fantasy as an IP and this style of game is here to stay, and we'll get another entry in the near future. Maybe not this year or next year, but 2027, 2028. I would like to see this IP be a consistent fixture within the JRPG realm, so hopefully that'll be the case. And lastly, I do want to go over a couple of upcoming releases. WUCHANG Fallen Feathers is coming out on July the 24th. Look, I'm a little bit burnt out on my Souls-like games these days, but I know a lot of you guys aren't, and WUCHANG is shaping up pretty nicely in the sense that really dig the setting and the aesthetic to the game, and a lot of the times that's what personally draws me into these games, and really like the ambiance and tone to it. Now, the game will be available on Xbox Game Pass, but I know a lot of you guys just prefer to buy your games these days, and this is a game that's going to be coming at that oh-so-tempting $50 price point. You know what's even more tempting? When it's 22% off over at GMG for $38.99 or 23% off for XP members at $38.49. That's an awesome deal. Sub $40 for a new release Steam key. You redeem it directly on there. No tax either, so really you're saving even more than 23%. Awesome, awesome deal for the game, and love to see the $50 game price point becoming a bit more of a standard. And given the timing of this game's release, you know, not a lot of big games coming out, I think this game is going to do really, really well as long as it's fairly decent. The price point, the aesthetic, the ambiance, the vibe, you know, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of WUCHANG. Even as a guy that's been vocal about not being the biggest Souls-like guy in the world, I think this game is going to do pretty well, and I am planning on checking it out. And then lastly, Borderlands 4, you know, $70 is a lot to pay, but 15% off for $59.49 for the base game. Now, there is the deluxe edition, the super deluxe edition, and the content that's attached to those editions is actually pretty notable. I mean, that's what you should expect out of the Borderlands games. Borderlands 3 had 2 season passes, and I could very well see the super deluxe edition come out, it being sold at the $130 or $120, whatever it is, and them doing even more DLC after that. I could totally see that happening, given that Borderlands 3 got 2 season passes. But if you want the base game, $59.49, sub $60, you don't pay tax either. That is coming out on September the 12th, so you can have a gander at that as well. But that'll do it for me. Again, Caribbean Crush is available free over on Steam. A lot of great deals. That Digimon deal is awesome. The Dot Hack deal is awesome. Granblue is great. WUCHANG, Borderlands 4 for upcoming titles as well. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.